Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm Tyler, aka Darkfire, and welcome to Darkfire's podcast, episode 3. So, with this episode, we are going to be going over a little bit of things in episode 2, and then we're going to roll over into the next topic. So, we're going to do a review over mental health. Please make sure to have a friend to talk to. And those friends out there, like myself, if you're the type of person that you're to yourself a lot, it doesn't hurt to check on. It doesn't hurt to check on a friend. Just check on them because sometimes hearing from you, it means a lot to them, and it's hard to understand because I'm the same way. Like when I be in deep isolation, I don't talk to nobody, and I go MIA. And I'm in a decent position where I'm fine, but everyone else around me, they be going through things, they be going through stuff, and half of the time I won't know unless I reach out. And it's kind of you got to understand from their point of view because they got like a million things going through their mind. So it's like they think that you may be busy, they think that you may not want to be bothered, but once you reach out to them, it gives them that confirmation to say, okay, you know what? Okay, they're fine. But just reach out to them. Just reach out to them. Just check on them. Just say, hey, you was on my mind. I just want to make sure you're good. Do you need to talk about anything? How do you feel? Are you okay? How's life treating you? Just that common courtesy of just checking on your friends, just make sure they're good. Same thing with family members, good ones, if you know what I mean. Just check on your family members, make sure they're good, make sure that they're fine. Let them know that, you matter, you care, all that good stuff, because it's just so much going on in this world. And the best thing to do is just check on one another, stick together, show them that we are still human at the end of the day, because how the way this world is, it's non emotional, no feelings. It's like you're in a system, the Matrix, and so many other things. And it's like if you don't just remain who you are, you just be lost. So definitely if this topic of mental health touches anybody out there and you do need help or you need somebody to talk to, this definitely this is a safe space you can talk to. It's free, you can vent, say what's on your mind, and just talk, because for me, when I try to help people, the goal is to help you find the help that you need, help you just get back on track and get back to yourself and let go of any type of negativity, drama, baggage that you may be holding on to that you want to let go and you just don't know how to, or you're holding on to things that's killing you inside. Because that's what we last talked about in the last video that we did about forgiveness. You forgive people for yourself because you will find peace once you forgive for yourself. When you find that peace and you forgive for yourself, it's like a total different ball game because you find inner peace. And I always tell people, I choose peace over all. I choose peace over all things. If there's anything that's going to come my way, any type of drama, anything like that, I just leave it in God's hands and keep moving because, He do all things. So don't try to sit there and say, oh, like when people sit there and say, oh, I just feel like nothing is working out for me. That because you're not believing. Believe. And trust me, once you start believing and acknowledge that God is real and He's in your life, things will change. Trust me. Trust me. Follow the Holy Spirit within your mind because your Holy Spirit will talk to you. It'll tell you certain things. It'll say, hey, look, I don't think that's a good idea. I think you need to do this, follow this, go this way, don't go that way. Because the moment you don't, because in reality, your Holy Spirit is like your guide. It's like a guide. So once you follow that, you'll be good. All right, y'all. Um, so now here we are. We're about to roll over. So that was a recap of episode 2 of mental health. Make sure you get your help. Make sure you get what you need and all that good stuff. And we're going to roll over into the main topic. Okay, so the main topic of this video is inappropriate family members. And what I mean by inappropriate family members, I mean that one particular family member you go to a gathering, you're like, okay. It's that one family member that makes you feel uncomfortable. And it could be any family member, if you know what I mean. Because you always got that one family member that makes you feel highly uncomfortable and you don't want to be around. And to all my parents out there, if you're a child or a teenager, or no matter what age that child is, if they come to you and say, "Hey, this person makes me feel highly uncomfortable," listen. Now, sometimes kids can be it can be a bit of a twist because sometimes the kids can be the one that's being inappropriate and not the adult. So it's so much access nowadays, especially to the internet, that kids will mimic what they see online and try to use that. So pay attention to these weird people out here and just be careful because don't nobody got time for crazy stuff happening because there's so many stories that I've heard, you know, of child molestation, rape, and the predators. Like it's not. You could eliminate all of that just by watching your children and watching these creeps, watch what they're doing, watch how they're acting, and watch what they and sometimes watch. And the thing is, even when it comes to clothing, when it comes to what especially about some of these young girls, granted, young girls or women should be able to wear whatever they want to wear. And to y'all men out there, just because you see a woman wearing something that makes her feel sexy, give her confidence, that's not an invitation. That does not mean it gives you an invitation to walk up to her. If she's being revealing, that means she's feeling herself. And let her feel herself because she's feeling sexy. She's feeling good. She's looking in the mirror. She's like, I'm looking good. I'm feeling good. All that good stuff. Let her look good and feel good. Okay. It's okay to give now it is okay to give a compliment. Just say, you look nice today. You look beautiful today. Compliments are good. Compliments are always good. It just depends on the level of confidence because of compliments, not confidence. Level of compliments because some of those compliments can be very weird, if you know what I mean. Very weird. So so yeah, so when it comes to inappropriate family members, just watch what they're doing, watch how they're acting around the kids. Just watch and don't be oblivious. If you feel like again, if you feel that little thing in the back of your mind saying, I don't know about this, follow it, follow it, listen to it, nip it in the bud. Don't let it carry on. Like the moment you sense it, just say, hey man, look, I don't appreciate that. Like my child feels uncomfortable around you. If they say no, no means no. If they don't feel comfortable giving you a hug, do not force them to give them a hug, regardless if they're uncle, auntie, whoever it may be. If they don't feel comfortable doing it, don't force them to do it because they don't feel comfortable. Because people do give weird vibes. You know, so yeah, that can be a bit awkward if you know what I mean. So just look out for the kids, make sure they're good. You know, and just make sure they're safe. But that's all that matters. I have a niece, and if she was about to tell me some weird stuff happened, absolutely not. I'm like, no, and her mom don't play that. So yeah, watch out for these babies. Okay. Now, I wanted to mainly cover that. I'm not going to get too much into the Diddy case, um, because I'm gonna be honest with y'all. The stuff that's going on right now, one, is a distraction. Two, it's stuff that's been going on for decades. Like this is nothing new about these celebrities. Nothing new. So it's like the world flips up, like the media flips upside down once they hear about these things that they've been doing and all this other stuff. Like it's they don't be surprised by the shit because that's what they've been doing. Y'all gotta understand. In y'all eyes, y'all see them as a celebrity, but y'all don't know what they do behind closed doors because you're not there. And the hints be there. The hints are always there. In the music, in the interviews, body language, eye contact. Like you just have to like y'all stay woke, y'all. Wake up. Stay woke. Wake up. Understand what's going on in this world and don't feed into it. You know? So yeah. So I'm gonna just wanted to say that a little bit and just go from there. Now I do want to get into this one particular topic to add on to episode 3, um, inappropriate families was like I'm gonna just call it, episode 3, section 1 for that one. Now I do want to get into, I'm gonna call this section 2. Now, if you are a black sheep, you may know where I'm coming from when I say this. And when you're the black sheep, that means your life, the path in your life was a lot different than your cousins or your sisters or brothers or other siblings, of that matter. Your path happened to be a bit more different and you was treated different. So when you're a black sheep, that means that at a young age, you were able to sense and feel things and you experience things on something different that no one can really relate to, because your path was different. Like for me, my path was a bit different because I was considered a black sheep. I was able to see things, I experienced things, Me and my mom used to pump heads a lot. And I wasn't a disobedient child, but it was a lot of things happening that I did not understand. And I was trying to understand, but how can I try to understand when I'm a child? You know? So it was like it was like challenging her, but not like challenging her on that level. Because when you grow up fast, taking on responsibilities and you mature really, really fast, it's different. So much more different. And that black sheep title follows you all the way to you're an adult. It doesn't just stop as a child, it follows you to your grown adult, and life be life for you sometimes. When I say life be life be life. Sorry. So if you are the black sheep of your family and you feel like it's tough out there and it's hard, you got this. You got it, okay? Just keep pushing, doing what you got to do. Follow your instincts, because that's why you were considered the black sheep, because your instincts, your intuitions, and everything about you, characteristic wise, it is so much sharper than other people. That's why you're able to sense things quicker, feel things quicker, bounce back quicker, react quicker, reflexes. Being a black sheep is like having abilities, That's how I kind of look at it sometimes. It's like having different abilities. So just stay tuned, about everything. And you're not the only one. You are not the only one. And again, if you want to talk about anything, this platform is open. The platform is open. You can come up and talk, relate, because I can relate to a lot. I mean, granted, I'm only 34, but I can relate to a lot of things. I've been through quite a bit in my life and learned a lot, when it comes to family, relationships, friends, you know, coming into 34, I've had to cut off a lot of friends. There was even times where it was like my closest friends became my worst enemies. And where I got comfortable was thinking that my friends won't do that. Don't always tell yourself that, because they will. Don't ever say what they won't do, because they will do. And that's where you mess up at. If you always sit there and say, "Oh, they're not going to do that. They're my friend." No, they will. Like, you will know if you have a real friend. You will know. Like, real friends don't real friends don't stab you in the back. Real friends don't fuck you over. Now, you have situations where you and your real friends will hit bumps on the road, which is okay. And if that friendship, if the value of that friendship is worth it, then work it out, talk it out, and hold them accountable. And that's a lot. That's a lot of things that a lot of people don't do, is hold people accountable. The moment I start holding people accountable, whole lot of shit changed. Whole lot of shit changed. So start holding people accountable for their actions and what they do, and hold them to that. And be like, look, you're gonna do this so many times because I'm a forgiving person. I'm a forgiving person. But don't keep doing it. You know what you're doing. You know what you're doing. So that's why I've had to cut off. Even my best friends, I've had to cut them off. And right now I'm in a position where I'm just trying to make new friends, trying to open up more, or half of the time I'm just isolated. I'm like, you know what? I'm good on friends. Because sometimes trying to make new friends, it just be tiring, it be draining, trying to learn people again. Because you can, another thing about being a black sheep is that you can pretty much predict a person's actions, their moves. You can even predict the conversation. But it also falls into, like for myself, I'm an empath. And I'm quite sure there's a lot of us out there that are empaths. So what I mean by, and it's different levels of empath, if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong. But for me, it's like I experience emotional empath and spiritual empath. And it's like, well, even when I be talking to people sometimes trying to make friends and stuff, like, I'm like, soon as the conversation starts, I'm like, okay, here we go. And I can literally predict every single response that a person gives to the question. Like, even when it comes to dating, like with dating, is having these people out here, they just want sex. And I can even tell with that. You hit me up, I'm like, yo, what's going on? What's up? I'm just trying to vibe. And the word vibe, people take the word vibe as hookups. Like, no, I'm just trying to legit vibe, like just go grab a drink, not even alcohol, like just a regular drink, like coffee, or go to like a little mini, like a little restaurant or something. Not nothing too fancy, just something small. Or go to a park, small shit like that. Like, you know, you want to do those kind of things just to like vibe, get to know people, make friends, see what you got in common. Like for me, I'm an artist. I love to draw, write, sing. I love to do all those things. So sometimes a music festival be fun, or art festival is fun, Comic Con because I'm a nerd. um, I was just talking about characters. Like the symbol y'all see behind me is a symbol that I created for one of my characters. Like, and this is my logo. This is my logo for, my podcast, and it's also my logo for my platform. For being a gamer and all that other good stuff. So all of this stuff ties into that, and I just go from there. So um, all that good stuff, y'all. So I think that sums it up, and go from there. So to all my black sheeps out there, or all my people out there, and at the end of the day, anybody that has issues, just comment. Just say, hey, I like your vibe. I like your energy. Is there any way we could, meet up on here to just talk and just vibe? The door's open. My brother G and my friend Z. Z's Queen Z. She's not feeling too well. She's getting over a cold. So hopefully the next episode that I'll do, they'll be on there. My brother G. I'm in Colorado, so he's in Georgia. They're both in Georgia, so it's like a 2 hour difference. So right now it's 10:02. So over there it should be damn nearly 12, 1 o'clock, I think. So the time difference may be a little bit different. So I kind of did this episode by myself a little bit, just to like recap and talk about some things. Keep it simple, and just keep it, yeah, mainly just keep it simple. Excuse me, but definitely go over more things that I'm open to. And it's funny talking about dating because it rolls over into episode 4 that's coming up. So stay tuned for episode 4, which is about dating. About what do you like to do? What is your definition of dating? What's your definition of dating? What do you consider a date? I mean, that's your opinion. And I always respect people's opinions. If some people think it's a first date, it's good going to a park, and okay, that's you. If some people think going to a nice fancy restaurant, then that's you. It's just that people need to find who they equally yoke with. So if you're the type of person you're like going to a park, but then you meet somebody that wants you to spend like a bunch of money on their first date, y'all not compatible. Y'all are not a match. Find someone that is. Don't just say bump it. Maybe there'll be a spark that'll happen, because it's like a 1 out of 100 that it may work. Because some people, let's say you met somebody who had expensive taste, and let's say you met somebody who had simple taste. There is a way you can find that common ground. There is a way you can come together and find that common ground. It's just that, are you willing to put in the work for that? Because it could be a lot of work. Like the dating phase, that's the honeymoon phase. Like the moment you go into that, it's a whole nother ballgame. So that'll be what episode that's just like a little example of what episode 4 is going to be about. So stay tuned for that. And for all my couples out there, look, be happy. Be happy. So do that. All right, you guys. This is Dark Fires Podcast. I appreciate the fact y'all stopping by. Please feel free to subscribe, comment, and share the live. I mean, not share the live, share the video with people that you may know, and we can just vibe and connect and just go from there. Like I said, this platform is vibing, talking, connecting, venting, because like I said, it's a lot going on out here. And I am looking for friends to come up as a guest on the platform. So yeah. So definitely if that does happen, what we'll probably do is talk first and then, just get to know each other, see how the energy is. And then just pick a day when you come up and we could just talk and just say what's on your mind, what you feel, and go from there. All right, you guys. Thank you for tuning in with Dark Fires Podcast. Z, I hope you feel better. Bro, I hope you're okay. I text you. I sent you the thing in here, but you might be busy because I know the time difference, and I know you may have an early day. I'll probably hop on live for a little bit, game, stream a little bit, all that good stuff, and then just go from there. But my phone was dying, so I had to make sure I charged it up. Oh yeah, guys, I do be doing that too. I be streaming on Fortnite on TikTok Live. I'll definitely tag my TikTok on here. That way you can follow me and join in on my stream if you like to play Fortnite. Video games wise, I'm an Xbox gamer, so I do play other games besides Fortnite, but the most popular game that I do play right now is Fortnite. And a lot of people like to vibe and connect on that because it's a pretty popular game. So that part. So thank you guys for tuning in. Look forward to seeing you for episode 4 for dating. Please, 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 I'm open for comments. Please comment about any topic for future reference that you want to talk about or go over, and just go from there. All right. Have a good one. Peace.